Jimmy Kimmel's back. That's about all the have I feel for it, sadly. But still, kind of funny. Now, let's see. Which one of these is... This should be the hardcore world. But yeah. Also, the country has announced itself to be truly fascist as they're getting ready to deem Antifa, a non-organization organization, as a terrorist organization. For the record, y'all, when it comes to Antifa, if you don't like fascism, you're Antifa. If I don't like fascism, I'm Antifa. So the country's basically saying, if you don't like their dumb fascism, you're a terrorist. And I know certain people watching later on down the road will probably enjoy that fact, but those people are stupid, so we'll move on without them. Basically, y'all, they're putting it down in writing. It's the same as McCarthyism before, same as before that when they had the witch hunts and the satanic panic, retold time and time again, over and over again. We will survive and, you know, things will return to normal eventually. But not looking good for America at the moment. Hopefully it'll get better soon. In other news, I got a little bit of work today, so that should be fun. And then we'll go back to some more of the artsy streams tomorrow. Also, unfortunately, I'll have to hit the bank tomorrow because I need to find out the legal matters to, like, selling my artwork. I know it's not as complicated as, like, selling food or anything like that, but I still need to, you know, figure out how to do it on the up and up. Just gonna be busy here of late, but we're still gonna get you at least a video a day out. Thankfully, outside of Jimmy Kimmel coming back, there ain't really been a lot in the news. And I can't tell you a half and or a play to report on that. Well, sorta not a lot in the news. Apparently, did y'all know acetaminum, asaminimum, acetaminum, adamanimum, adibatibum, oh yeah, because I'm not a dipshit. Acetaminophen. Acetaminophen, chat. Something that you should be able to say out of high school, because, like, it's a major over-the-counter pain reliever. Acetaminophen is being linked to autism in our current administration, because our current administration is full of dipshits. But, you know, I mean, does it surprise y'all? This is the same administration who ignores medical science. This is the same administration who thinks, you know, Nazism is a good thing. What I'm saying, y'all, is I wouldn't take health advice from the current administration. I wouldn't take financial advice either, considering they're a bunch of nepo babies that can't even run a casino without bankrupting it. But y'all know, it's just, that's all that's really been in the news. The growing just sadness that is America. In other parts of the world, productive countries are doing things. Apparently, China's moved on now to making some of the best solar batteries on Earth, to now, you wanna know why they've been buying our plastic waste? Much like the scientist that the U.S. supposedly, allegedly made vanish, who was trying to turn plastic waste into replaceable fuel, China's already been doing that. That's why they were buying our plastic waste by the pound. Because whereas we still go on an outdated method that involves destroying the planet because, you know, gotta drill baby drill like dipshits, China went, hey, maybe we could use some of this crap we've already made and, you know, reuse, recycle. But that's dumb and woke commie stuff, right, folks? We Americans, we like our kids stupid. We like our paint and our fuels lead-lined. And, you know, we fear the thing that's different. Like strong countries do. I don't know, y'all. I try to be nice, but at the same time, it's hard, you know, having the unique ability of being able to read and add basic numbers together in a country that finds education to be a negative thing. That's why I beg of y'all, just try to find, like, try to find ways to educate yourself further. It's like, right now, yeah, it's a little bit difficult, but I still got my money to sit back on, a little bit here and there put back, a little bit here and there. And I still got talents as far as like making artwork, doing a bit of like painting interior stuff for friends. Well, friends and business associates. I mean, I try not to do any contractor work just because I'm not confident in my skills at that. But you know, we do what we can. And that's kind of what I'm begging y'all to do as well. Find something little that you can do, that you can technically do off the books, and start getting good at it. Mostly because the time will come when the fascists not only demand your money through taxes, but start demanding your money through donations and praises. And when that time comes, it does good to be able to just shut it off. I mean, for example, the slack-jawed amongst you might think that I'm just a fry cook. But did you know that those fry cooking powers can go forward into cooking other things? You basically know how to cook things on an industrial level, so that's a very good talent for churches and the like. And then so long as those churches don't try to force their religion down my throat like the, you know, president's micro penis, we get along just fine. Once again, y'all, I'm just saying don't worry about me. And for a hot minute, somebody donated like $18 to the cause. That was neat, but I don't know where it came from. I thank you. But again, y'all, we just do what we can to make the world a better place every little bit at a time. Today we're going to have a few less videos upcoming. I got one more coloring book picture coming up from the fungus book. But otherwise, videos are going to be a little bit shorter today. Also, sadly, no workout video as my camera person fell through a bit, and as I have to do a lot of running today, I'm probably going to be getting my working out that way. Sadly. But, on the bright side, still getting the workouts in, just a different type. And if y'all liked that, I'll do more of them. If you didn't, then I'm cool avoiding that too. It was a fun experiment, but, you know, I try to go where the trends are still. But yeah, y'all, thankfully there's not really, like I said, short of the very offensive things our head of the CDC said, because he's an idiot Nepo baby, and the very stupid things our very, very fragile old Fuhrer said, because he's a very fragile old Fuhrer. There's really nothing to report on today. I mean, yay. We haven't started any international incidents. We haven't committed any major acts of terrorism across the ocean again yet. Just, you know, conservative people being really cringe, sucking on that dead Nazi dick. But I mean, you know, he's dead. He's finally put to rest. Hopefully we can all move forward now. But then again, we know how some very, very, very sad people like to live in the past indefinitely. And I'll probably be getting a message from them at least until I block them again. They keep sending me messages, y'all. It's like having a creepy stalker. I just ignore them, send them to the sent file, but still. Just depressing. Although I finally figured out where they came from, apparently, despite what I knew, Minecraft has become a bit of a right-wing space. so cool. I guess I'll just have to put up with that and try to make it a bit better as I go. Because, yeah, y'all, why is this creative space full of groypers? Seems like a weird place for them, considering most of them are not creative, and they hate art, and they don't have any skills. But I mean, you know. Eh. The art festival went well in town at the Rose Lawn, I'm happy to say. They had a good turnout and a fun time for all to be had. I mean, like I said, y'all, sometimes even during the Great Depression, we have some moments of brevity and enjoyability. And I say we should enjoy them where we can. Find local events, support local where you can, because your local artists need you folks. Also, as always, go support your local libraries where you can. And I'm learning how to braid my hair. That's been a challenge. Much like learning how to do makeup, ladies. I commend y'all. I don't know why y'all keep this secret. It's like a hidden talent, y'all. Still got a long way to go to learn, but I got 2 different kinds, and we'll see which one looks preferable to the person I'm working with today. Woo! Mystery. Either way, it should be a fun day. If nothing else, I'll get some chapters read in the book I'm currently reading, and I'll report on that to y'all this afternoon, possibly. Hearing someone talk about Richard Spencer and being like, oh, he predates Nick Fuentes. He was the Nick Fuentes before Nick Fuentes. Richard Spencer was a disgusting hate monger, is a disgusting hate monger, and unfortunately he's still around. He was, I think he's still around. It'd be nice if he wasn't. But he's basically just the head of the current white supremacist movement in America. He's also a vehement Trump supporter, and you know, I mean, y'all, scratch a Trump supporter and a fascist bleeds. I mean, anyone that would be anti-fascist, that's just fascist, y'all. But you know, I shouldn't have to tell y'all that. Most of these kids today can pick up quick when somebody says something. The thing I'm worried about is, you know, how many of y'all are buying into it, expecting it to get better from it. Hello, dear viewer. I hope you're doing well today. No news to report on my end, unless you have anything fun to report in. Just sort of waiting for the news of the day to break, more or less, and kind of waiting on my ride to work. This one can come right to my front door, at least. Unlike my other co-workers, I trust this one. Yeah. Speaking of other political matters, that's why the left purity test a lot. Because you see, if you let one hate monger in, you let one Nazi in your bar, you end up with a Nazi bar before too long. Whereas, let all the lefties in you want. They'll keep the environment flowing and mixing and matching. It's weird because the right want to cancel you because they aren't allowed to say their horribly offensive things to people to hurt their feelings. The left, they only want to cancel you when you're being a bigot, when you're being hateful for no reason. Ronan, please don't pull on the screen. My sweet cat. I say currently I'm listening to, let's swing on up because I've been carrying old dudes. Gen Z's Groiper Pipeline by TIRRRB2. Ah, okay. See, the biggest in my message is trying to be cute because he thinks that I care that my dead-end fast food job is gone. He doesn't realize I've already moved on. I'm currently working as a craftsman as well as a little bit of a painter, helping out here and there, and I'm still trying to feed the wild animals. It's just a lot harder to gather wild herbs and seeds for them. Whereas before, working at the restaurant, I just, grab the slop bucket. Much like what you people eat out of when you do eat fast food. The slop bucket. But no, it's... Did I not make that clear in my previous streams? I have been fired. I just got 2 weeks. And so far, it hasn't even been a week yet that I've been not on my vacation. Then I will be fired when I return, but I've had 2 weeks. And as I've said, I'm already working a little bit as an artisan, a little bit as a delivery boy, a little bit here and there as someone that spreads out pamphlets when I need to hand out pamphlets to certain causes. They don't pay that good, but they pay a little bit where they can. All you did was free me of my capitalist chain, son. You didn't hurt me. All you did was make it, instead of having one central dead-end job where I make like $10 an hour, now I'm making around, if you break it all down in between them all, around $20 an hour. But again, that fluctuates because it depends on how the sales go. Like I said, still looking for a business license or whatever I need to sell my own artwork on the street. And then I'll basically set it up as sort of like Khajiit from Skyrim. I roll out a blanket that I've handmade, and then I lay out my woodwork, my metalwork, my various stone carvings and jewelry, and I sell it for the lowest possible price I can. I just need the license from the whatever bureau so they know I'm not, stealing from shops and shit. But, I mean, y'all, that's the dream. That's... My granddad had a saying, and I'm sure y'all have heard it, because everybody's granddad had the saying. If you love what you do, you'll never work a day in your life. Y'all, my goal is to never work again. See, now he's just in Messenger, so my question is, Brav, are you stalking me, little buddy? Trying to live vicariously through me because your little farm is failing? Again, I'm just curious because you're always such a big old man in Messenger when no one can see what the little guy is saying, but you never really want to come in and talk. Come on, talk, buddy. Come on into the chat. Or is this your weird way? Because that's the last message of yours I'm responding to. I just explained to you the artwork that I've sold. If you watch the shorts, you can see some of the artwork as it's being made, which is actually something my customers really like, especially in the age of, well, y'all know, AI artists, chunky motherfuckers like this one stealing other people's artwork and claiming it as their own. I'm very upfront. The pictures, those aren't mine. I color them. I use the Soyuz color. I do little background things like bejeweling the frames. Bud, that means you just gotta work a little bit harder to get your hate out. What's the matter, buddy? Are you that lazy? You're so lazy and illiterate you can't make up 2 YouTube names? Poor baby. I know America failed you, son. I just thought in the being 50-something as you are, damn near a retiree, you would, you know, at least be able to read at a 2nd grade level. I mean, shit. My kid nephew can make a dozen of these little accounts a day, and you can't even make 2? Poor buddy, it must be hard out there as a hater. Well, at least as a lazy hater. Either way, it doesn't really matter. Like I said, poor little fella's about to get blocked on another platform. Then he gonna go cry again. Poor little guy. It must be sad when you got nothing and nobody. Because you wanna know something else, y'all? Something fun to talk about? When I got home, after getting my little 2 weeks vacation, followed by a, you know, here in about a week I will be losing my job formally. You know what my partner said? Hon, I got the money to cover us. You just need to work on something fun. And you know, I'm here for you. That's something that honestly, that poor sad fucker will never have. And for that, genuinely, I feel bad for you, old soggy glory hole. Longshanks, I feel bad for you. And it's weird that you named yourself something long, considering we all know you're just a little bitty fella with a big old belly. But, you know, maybe you'll find you a girl with male pregnancy fetishes. I don't know. Either way, bud, I've got someone that loves me in my life. And I do still have a few fans. What do you have, buddy? You've got a streamer that you're stalking, which is weird. Especially considering, you know, no homo, but certainly weird that you're stalking my page considering mostly what I do is just male art. But then again, but I work with other people. You don't have to own your car to deliver things. The company provides me with a car. Because when you provide a service for a company that they like, they provide you with wheels. Do you not know what it's like to have friends? I mean, I know you've done a lot of local reviews where you pay them a lot of money to pretend like you're somebody, but is that all you've done, buddy? You've never had a friend? Oh, glory. See, if you weren't such a crusty old bitch, I'd ask if you wanted to be my friend, and I would be your friend. But we all know you just want into chat so you can be a hateful little bigot again, and I can't have you doing that, buddy. Because despite these little moments we have, I try to keep this as a safe space for, you know, non-shitty people. The people that aren't like you. But I do thank you for coming by, and I thank you for the messages. And maybe one day, in the far future, watch, because I know you're going to keep stalking me. Go ahead and watch, and maybe one day I'll unban you, and I think that you can give a good insult. Or at least, you know, do a little bit more background work on your insults. But, you know, I mean, right now he keeps, I don't know if y'all are able to see his messages on screen. He keeps, about every time I burn him, it's a pudding. But you're alone, too. Why can't we be friends anymore? I just want in the chat, man. Come on, let me in the chat. You know, all that begging, sad shit that if I started posting it up, he'd get real embarrassed of and try to delete. Probably deny the name, too. Who knows? Y'all, like I said, don't hate on people. It makes you ugly. And if you don't believe me, well, go check out Old Glory's page and check him out. Yeah, that's what hate does to you. Ages you like smoking 3 packs a day. Ugh. Don't hate on folks for no reason, folks. Be good folks out there. But then again, maybe he's finally found something else to do, like failing miserably at an over 5-year-old Fallout game. Aw, poor guy. I know, buddy, but as soon as you can say a sentence without slurs, I'll let you back into chat, okay? All it takes is a little bit of self-control, bud. Just a little bit. I know your type ain't good at that, you know, being middle-aged, overweight white people that don't quite know how to say no to portion control. But, you know, one day you'll get it, and when you can go an entire sentence without a slur, I might let you back into chat. But, you know, I've got folks in here of various types, so What's that, honey? I'm sorry. I didn't quite see that message. See, you gotta be able to be in live chat to get your messages received and liked. But don't worry, bud. It'll be okay. And no, I'm not going to embarrass you by showing how you're desperately begging to be let back into chat. Yes, you got cancel culture, because I don't like slurs and I don't like bigots. And I don't care. But go ahead, feel free to blow up my inbox, then I can send these to PlayStation too. Okay, well now that the little baby has settled down, perhaps had his baba, now we can get back to the real talk. So, how's y'all's day been going? Clearly, I still have a weird right-wing stalker. I hope your day's going better. Outside of that, later on today, we will likely be doing a Soul Calibur stream. Not sure, maybe. Once we beat the game completely, we will try to find somebody to actually play with in the competition mode. But it's an older game, so you know, I don't expect to really find a lot of people looking for a competitor. We'll try to find another fighting game too, y'all, but you know. Huh. Oh, he's still trying to get his word out. Buddy, it's okay. I get that your papa never taught you how to speak right and you ain't read no book other than that there Bible. But it's okay, buddy. All you gotta do is not say the N slur so much and not call me an F slur and just maybe learn how to have a little bit of self-control. Or do what every other, you know, troll worth his salt does and just make a new account. I'll block you as soon as you start being all slurry in the chat again, but you'll have a whole fresh start. Otherwise, I don't care, bud. But do keep commenting, because honestly, it gives me fresh material to bounce off of. You're a fine, if a little bit slow, backboard. Cha-cha! Come on. Come on, cha-cha. No cha-chas? Alright. Y'all, I would also recommend not doing what I'm doing right now, because it's very likely that this man eventually becomes unhinged and tries to hunt me down. Thankfully, he's too stupid to know how to spell you Harley. Which again, dear chatter, if you can't spell you Harley, I'm not judging you. It's a little backwater place barely on the map. You can walk from one side of the county to the other in a day. And one day if I get a camera person or, you know, a decent sidewalk to do it on, I might very well do that just to show y'all. You Harley's tiny, but it's a nice enough place. And yeah, he kind of got some of my neighbors uppity with me for a minute, but then I just had to explain, hey y'all, have I ever lied to you? And who was there when blank thing happened? And then they realized this is just some stupid fat fuck from, where is it, bumfuck Tennessee too? The difference is I'm fine being from a little podunk small town. And he thinks he's important. So he's going to keep blowing up my little chatterbox on Messenger because I'm not going to let y'all hear his rampant bullshit. Unless he wants to do the work and work around the block. If he wants to work around the block, I'll respect the game. He'll still get blocked again. But, you know, that also kind of helps my YouTube channel too. Gotta learn how to play the game here in capitalism, son. It's a shitty game, but we all gotta play it. But since he was asking about it, and since I'm guessing his, like, weird little cult's the ones in my chat right now, I'll point out, yes, the staffs I'm working on are selling quite well. Dude, I can't say that. I cannot tell you to go visit a house I don't own. Bud, I am in Cartersville. You Harley and Cartersville is the same thing. It's like, I don't live in Texas, I live in Austin. It's Austin, not Texas. What are you, fucking stupid? I live in Austin, not Texas. Yes, dipshit, I live in Harley, Georgia. It's an offshoot of Cartersville, Georgia. And it's not near an airport. I'm near the power plant. Like I said, you're kind of stupid, and it's kind of funny that in a world where, again, if you just hired a geo player, like one of those dudes that does geolocations, you could, I probably shouldn't be helping my enemies. Either way, I'm helping the idiots of my enemies, so. If you knew a geolocator guy, you could probably go from my videos and tell exactly where most of them are shot from right now, considering I've been taking relative breaks, and I mean, for fuck's sake, dude, the amount of rock carving I do, come around Harley, Georgia, and listen for the sound of a grinder. You'll probably find me. But we all know you, buddy. You can't even Google Map good. You had to get, what was it, 40 plus people to help find little old me, and at the end of the day, all you did was relieve me of a dead-end job that was inevitably holding me back. Also, fun fact, and once again, chat, don't know how many of y'all have had dead-end jobs, but I got a 2 weeks notice from my minimum wage job. Technically, I'm still employed. At least, give me a moment. I'm at least still employed for another week and a half. So, I mean, if you really want to give them the hell, you stupid fat fuck, go ahead, but you're just blowing steam up for nothing. And, again, I will be fired at the end of about a week and a half, give or take. And I'll get my last little vacation check, which will be better than my fucking normal paycheck, because it includes holiday pay. But, you know, and then I'll be on my way. No harm, no foul. Short of calling corporate a cunt, which I did. Sorry, corporate, if he sent you this message as well. But, yeah, I called corporate a cunt, because I said them firing me for calling Charlie Kirk a dead Nazi was stupid. Because they couldn't get me for not being in, or for being in uniform, because I wasn't. I was wearing a tartan brimmer and a blue shirt. They had to take that off of why I was fired. They couldn't get me for talking shit about the restaurant because, as I pointed out in the video that old salty glory hole sent them, I was talking about Zaxby's with no ties to Martin's. They said, oh, well, you said Alan. I was like, yeah, but I also had a manager named Alan at Zaxby's. Oh, shit, take that one off the list, too. Well, you still said Nazi, and that's a political term. I was fired for saying Nazi, friends. And while, yes, unfortunately, my lawyer says there's not really much that can be done about that, it's still one of those that when I put down, yeah, I was fired for calling a Nazi, I'll do it again, most employers look at that and go, well, I mean, cool. We don't have a lot of Nazis here, and we're not very Nazi-supportive organization, so we don't care if you hate on Nazis. Just don't, you know, say bad shit about us. And I'm like, hey, as long as you're not Nazis, I'll love you as Americans right now, because America's got a real Nazi problem. But again, y'all, it's... hey. And as far as artwork selling, I've sold 2 small rocks for around $3-5 each, because I charge for, like, time and effort, not what the material costs. Since most of my materials I just pick up as I walk about. Again, Old Glory, if you'll take those teeny tiny little Wall-E style legs and waddle out your house every once in a while, you might find things. Things that are cast aside, things that are forgotten, things that you can recycle or upcycle. Hell, right now I'm getting ready to make a sign and flagpole bit for my walking store that'll basically attach to my hiking bag and allow me to have one sign hanging down saying selling artwork, or when I'm picking up litter, sorry, no artwork today, just doing community service. Again, I'm trying to go old, I don't know, I'm trying to do something new, something these folks ain't never seen before, and something kind of fun. Sort of like the masked salesman in Majora's Mask, or the Stranger from Resident Evil 4. Do you own your own business, Chunky? Do you own your own business? Is that rusty-ass barn of yours your own business? Jesus, son, I wouldn't have meant to that, but okay. Hey, y'all, honestly, be proud of whatever you got, no matter how big or small it is. Don't let me knock you. But if your business is a very elder dog and a bunch of... oh, God, oh, Glory, do you make meth? Oh, Glory, are you a meth dealer? You have the body build of a meth dealer. Are you a meth dealer, sir? Because all I've ever seen in your videos are your daddy's property and you basically chilling with a dog. Are you dealing drugs, friend? No accusation, just curious, because, you're doing a lot of schizo-ish posting. I'm allowed to say that, y'all. You're doing a lot of schizo-ish posting in my posts, and it's like, huh. I don't know, y'all. Like I said, my advice to you, be brave, be bold, and be undaunted in the face of really weird internet stalkers. Though, the truth be told, if I were a lady, I would be very worried about this dude. Y'all, like I said, check out Old Glory's page. He's Old Glory 6969, I love cock. And if you look him up, he absolutely adores fucking his dogs. And he absolutely adores having his dog run for long runs while he runs around on little, what you call it. They're like golf carts, but for the non-old. All-terrain vehicles, but they'll get stuck if you hit a big pothole. Either way, he does a lot of those. And again, I wouldn't be knocking on it. If that's your style of thing, have at it. Many flavors, the world go round, all that shit. I'm just saying, when you're gonna pop up in my stream calling me names, don't be upset when you get made fun of back. And all the excuses I want, bud, like the dude who's gonna hire me soon as he's got space at his gas station next door said, I should be thanking you. You got me out of a dead-end predatory job. It's... Your dumbassery got me a 2 weeks notice from a dead-end job. They literally said, Travis, we're going to have to let you go because of this heat, but we don't really want to let you go, so we're going to give you your 2 weeks vacation. It's like, yeah, I'm still talking because you're pathetic. And you think I'm invisible, son. Check my YouTube algorithm. My viewers come later, because most of my viewers, unlike you, have a life. So they're not just waiting, snapping at the bit, waiting for me to post. I mean, Christ's sake, buddy, this is why when I see that you're online playing your sad little game, not putting any of it up online, because, you know you suck at your game. But, yeah, that's why every time I see you, I debate, should I go live, or am I going to get flooded with weird little messages from my weird little internet stalker? But then again, you know, weird little internet stalker is going to weird little internet stalk. His Charlie's dead, so now he's sad. But don't worry, buddy, one day you will see Charlie again. In hell. When you go, you disgusting little fat chud. But I won't be the one sending you. That'll probably be the cost of your long lifetime of poor choices. Most of those poor choices being linked to portion control. Because again, bud, once again, I did a workout video. Go ahead. Give me viewer counts. Make fun of it. But you know what? Can you do a plank? Can you do a push-up? Old Glory, can you touch your toes, man? I'm just saying, you shouldn't make fun of somebody who's better than you at things. You know, I'm not going to make fun of... I'm not going to say I'm better at fucking dogs than you, because you're clearly way better at that than me. I'm not going to say that I'm better at taking advantage of children than you. Because clearly you like to take advantage of children. You keep sending them to my chats for some reason. Why are you sending so many children at me, Old Glory? Do you have many things in common with Donald Trump and Jeffrey Epstein? But again, you're better than me at all that. But when it comes to moving this body that, you know, we find ourselves in, I'm better than you, Old Glory. When it comes to seeing this great and beautiful country that was once a great and beautiful thing, before white people ruined it. Yeah, Old Glory, I've seen more states than you. If there is some grand keeper writing down our stories, I actually saw the military nonsense and went, you know what? They got a fucking point. When my book is read, I want it to be worth reading. And so I've thrown myself into tons of fun and weird and sometimes dangerous situations. Hey, Old Glory, did you know the first time I worked on a Steel City Marine transport boat, I sat dead across from a WoW, that's World of Warcraft nerd, and a biker, a honest-to-goodness actual fucking biker, and said how stupid biker gangs are and how pathetic World of Warcraft nerds are? To have both of these men, who could easily turn me inside out, look at each other, look at me, and then laugh and go, son, do you know where you're at right now? Yeah, I'm in a deck locker with my friends. What's up? And he goes, well, he's a member of blank club. Not going to dox my old friend. but he's a member of blank club and you just insulted him. And I'm a WoW nerd and you just insulted me and you didn't even care. I'm like, yeah, because what you gonna do, hit me? And we had a good laugh, and then we moved on. Because that's how adults deal with each other. You're the type of weird little basement chud sitting there like the South Park stereotype, just head tilted slightly to the side, getting real triggered whenever I say your name, and then popping up in my messenger. Now, yeah, maybe Goku's right. Maybe I should unblock you. That way you could say all your crazy, stupid shit in chat. But then that would lose me the advantage of, once again, I can say, hey, y'all, I mentioned this weird fucker that's been stalking me, and the weird fucking stalker came back. Check out these messages. How's that gonna look, slimy, salty glory hole? I mean, I know you don't think about what you look like. Look at you. But what's that gonna look like when that gets brought up? Uh-huh, see? He keep on talking. Now he's saying that the old woman that he threatened thanked him for threatening him. So like I said, it's funny. Because again, he don't know shit. Also, nobody at my previous job would call me weak, as there was only one other dude there willing to lift heavy things like me. Technically two now, but again. And no. Oh, Glory, are you upset by my hair too, son? I'm sorry, I can grow it out. It's called a hair care routine. Son, if you don't use the Axe toothpaste, body wash, hair cologne, and conditioner, you too can have good hair. All you gotta do, friend, shampoo twice, condition once, put in a leave-in conditioner every other day, and maybe, you know, comb it. Also, when you get a tangle in it, comb that out. Don't just rip it out. Also, cut off those dead ends so you don't end up having to constantly shave your head and look like a freshly fucking chastised penis. I'm just saying, bud, you can have good hair too. That's a choice. You just choose to have that nasty fucking weird rag you keep on your head. I mean, why white boys can't do their hair? I don't know. Maybe it's because they're weird. Why is it you can't give me the names of any of the managers you supposedly talk to? Friend, I've sold at least 15 pieces of art in the last year. I didn't sell very frequently, but I do sell. And, again, what do you sell? Oh, wait, nothing. You sell eggs, maybe at a discount, and that's, again, looking at your pathetic little page. You go and buy beer. It's kinda sad, dude. But again, come on, come at me. Oh, look, I have a viewer. Is it one of his? Who knows? But again, I'm just happy to have people here. I'm happy to do my stream. And what people I do reach, they're the ones that matter. Sparring we use exhausting, but once again it shows one thing. You're not going to chase me away, you old salty glory hole. And your insults are quite weak. I mean, again, notice, I'm calling you a wanton closeted homosexual by calling you old salty glory hole. You come back at me with, well, now they'll never have to deal with weak Travis's weak liberal takes. Ha 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 ha. Buddy, that's not a joke. That's part of a joke being art is you make reference to things. It'd be like if I said, oh, Old Glory's such an ugly fat ass and his mouth is so brown from all the shit eating that he does. He would look much prettier if he didn't eat all that shit all the time. And maybe if he quit, you know, gargling on cow balls. Ha ha ha. Sorry, made a joke of that one. Maybe if he would quit acting in zoophobic zoophalic ways, he wouldn't have all those weird growths on his body that he shows on his stream for some reason. See, that's not a joke though, Old Glory, that's just brutally honest. Maybe if he showered more than once he wouldn't look like he smells, as in old cheese and depression. But again, bud, I would normally not be so mean, but you won't go away. And even though I blocked you on YouTube, and blocked you on fucking Sony, you keep coming back. You're like the human equivalent to gonorrhea. I mean, something I'm sure you know a great deal about, right? As you know, you do lots of the sex, right, Glory? You hire lots of the sex workers so you can do the sex. That's it, y'all. Don't feed the trolls, but I'm trying a new experiment. We're going to feed the troll till it explodes. We're going to give our troll diabetes. And it looks like it worked. But so far, it's gone quiet again. Aww, he sent a picture of himself again. He keeps sending me these dick pics, y'all. How do I make a dude stop sending me dick pics? Ladies, I'm asking you primarily. Dudes, I already know y'all just have weird fetishes. But again, we'll keep feeding the troll till it explodes. We got childish insults all day. I'll just typically reverse and throw whatever sad little insult he's throwing at me back at him. Because that's all these little sad trolls are. Just little boys looking for their daddy. Or their mommy. And they're really quite sad when you know, scratch below the surface. But like fascists, they're sad and pathetic, but we should not let them have the edge, or they will take advantage. Either way, Old Glory, thanks for coming by and making yourself another part of the stream. We might soon be able to say that this banned creepy stalker is our biggest fan, y'all. Round of applause for the old salty glory hole. Claims he has a business, but he's constantly stalking my channel. I think his business is stalking folks. See, another picture from him. He just keeps sending me pictures of his weird diseased penis. I don't know why, y'all. He keeps including me in his weird homosexual fantasies. I've got someone, y'all. Hell, technically, I've got two people if you really want to be technical about it. And I don't even like the sex. I've just got two really close friends, and if I wanted penis, I would have penis. If I wanted bagoo, I would have bagoo. I don't want either. I want books. I want to plant fun plants. I want to feed animals. Unfortunately, friend, now I have. Yeah, like I said, all I gotta say to that one, y'all, not to demean somebody for things they can't control. If you really want to get into it with me, don't look like Old Glory and try to insult the way I look. Because, friend, I don't take advice from ugly people when it comes to my looks. I only take advice from pretty people when it comes to my looks. Sorry, bud, I'm not going to take the, you should eat everything deep fried advice to health. Maybe you idiots like to follow the health advice of people that aren't healthy, but, you know, bare minimum, you need to at least be healthier than me to give me health advice. Hot take there. What is it that the phrasing goes? Don't take advice from those who are worse off than you. Excuse me. Sorry about that, y'all. The sriracha cheese from Ingles was delicious. Not exactly the best choice to put in some chili cheese ramen, though. Good, but risky. See, now he's trying to go after my feelings, because nobody watches me, y'all. Old Glory, Dad, I just have to say, check out YouTube Algorithm. It's an app you can get. I get my app, I'm real big. Surprisingly, I've gone up and I'm more popular amongst the ladies now. Ladies, I don't know what you're in here for, but I thank you for being here. I promise not to stalk you or try to take away your rights. And as far as Goku, he stopped watching because he's busy. I'm guessing with school or whatever. But that doesn't matter. I do this to entertain him if he wants, but I do this mostly to entertain myself and to document my games. Also, again, my nieces and nephews and the numerous fans that clearly aren't you, Old Glory, but you keep popping around, or what should I call you, Mr. Tiny Tails? Microman? The world's tiniest man. What should I call you? I'm focusing more on calling you tiny as an irony to how you look like Pluto from Disney. I, you know, look like a jigglier version of Brutus from Popeye to get more into what you probably watched as a child. But again, hell, I'm entertaining no one. You're here. So I say again. Buddy, maybe. But in that case, thank you for the lady viewers. I don't know why they watch you, though. Hot tips on how to make their tits bigger? I'm just curious, because that one is mind-blowing to me. I've never seen you give any good takes, just the, I'm gonna go Democrat hunting, and by Democrat hunting, I mean I'm gonna harass old people and get folks fired from their jobs. Good job, buddy. But you know what you can't take away? Maybe they were crocodile tears. But Donna cried when I was fired. My boss cried when I was fired. It was very saddening. I did not cry. I moved on. The next day when I turned in my uniforms and took my 2 weeks vacation, I basically told everybody else, be careful what you say. What am I crying about? Okay, for real, I have cried on this channel when discussing my mother's suicide, when discussing my father's untimely death. I cry when it matters. Over you, friend, trust, you will never see a tear fall from this face. But outside of that, crying's a perfectly natural thing, Old Glory. Maybe if you gave yourself a good cry every now and again, you wouldn't be so ugly. Maybe that's why you're so nasty. All that fucking negative emotion is just stuck in you. Ooh, edgy. Hey, y'all, he's bringing back edgy boy memes. Ooh, edgy. Yeah, I don't blame her either, bud. It's a fucked up world. People like you've made it unlivable for good people. He basically said my mother had a reason for killing herself, y'all, in case you're not seeing his weird little messages. Oh, no. My enemies, y'all. My enemies are saying mean things about me online. Oh no, whatever will I do? So tragic, so sad. Boo hoo, boo hoo. Yeah, they allied with increased depression, but we ain't discussing that with you, Old Glory, 'cause let's face it, your family also abandoned you, did they not? I ain't seen any pictures of your father in the picture. Yeah, that would explain that I was not always a failure, Old Glory. So, what about them glory days, huh? Like I said, he thinks he's hit a chink in the armor, but he's very mistaken because, again, she died over 7 years ago, bub. Unlike you, I don't allow wounds to languish and go bad. I work. And I worked through that best I could through what therapy I could. But, yeah, tragedy. What's your point? See, that's where, if you wanted to hurt me, Goku could probably hurt me by talking about my mother passing. Because, like, I appreciate him as a viewer. Glory, you're not a trustworthy source. Much like if you told me, hey, check this out, I wouldn't do it. Again, he keeps sticking on the walk everywhere. Dude, don't you realize as an American that's a unique trait? In a country where fat asses like you would rather ride their fucking scooters to the end of the driveway to check their mail than walk? Yeah, dude, I walk. I know it's a shocking thing for you to think about, Bubba, but them stubby little things under you that can barely support your weight, if you put something on them, you could move. I missed that. All I saw was 2 weeks pay and kick rocks. Bro, oh wait, I forget, you've never been employed. Okay, bud, when a place gives you 2 weeks vacation with pay, I got my last paycheck, and now I will be getting my next paycheck at the scheduled time of getting my next paycheck. But again, Oh, that's adorable. Dude, my check was way more than $3.50. That's cute, honey. Did you do $3.50 because of the South Park meme? $3.50? Nah, honey, it was a lot more than that. Good try, though. Good try. He almost had me going, y'all. Uh-huh. Sure did. Sure did. Sure did, buddy. You're big and strong, and that's why all the people like you. White. Good job, buddy. Good job. Here, y'all, let's all give him what he needs. Good job, buddy. Good job. You're a big man. Unfortunately, he's really not. He's just really sad. Oh, no. Oh, no. He thinks he's gonna... Bud, tell you what, you want me to post a picture? There's a buy me a coffee link. Put me getting picture money. I also have a bigger dick than you, Old Glory. Do you want to see a picture of that, too? Like I said, I love idiots like you. Oh, I'm gonna bait him. I'm gonna bait him. Go ahead, be a master debater, sir. That worked out great for your god, Charlie Kirk. How's old Kirk doing, anyway? How's he doing, huh? Huh? Did he get welcomed into the bosom of heaven? Or our church using his AI image to say how they love black folks now? Boy, howdy, that must make his little fucking hate boner bleed, doesn't it? Oh, well. You're really good at, you know, harassing old people. Go ahead, bud. You got me fired from one place. Now try a twofer. Oh, wait. You can't. Because you suck. You played to a right-wing base and you got what you wanted out of it. But understand, you can't really go for free speech warrior anymore now, can you? Bitch, I already am working 2 other jobs. And the one for myself. So again, yeah, they're happy about it. Actually, I'm probably going to send them this video to let them know, hey, y'all, I'm still being harassed. That way they can see. I stand 10 toes down even when I do have the saddest little fucking fan base. For the record, if you're actually here as a fan, I appreciate you. But as far as Old Glory's fans go, y'all, you're following that? That's sad. I mean, judge me by my haters and judge me by those that love me. A bigoted, overweight, know-nothing, boomer, nepo baby really hates me. And so far, I've been getting nothing but praise from the folks on the street. So, till that changes, I'm just going to keep on doing what I do, and he's going to keep on hating like he hates. But at the same time, I am also going to send all these messages to PlayStation, because, you know, harassment is a thing. Hello, Josh Windy. There's a village over in that direction somewhere, I want to say. I'm trying to get to where I can mine down to them. Like I said, he thinks that he's got an edge on me, but he don't realize he's just hurting his own case. The main reason I didn't drop charges against him, but I told him not to fully pursue it was because he had 15-year-olds and even 13-year-olds trying to brigade my channel. And y'all, America will go after children too. I don't believe in recruiting children into these things. But again, he's just pathetic and sad. And right now, I'm only looking at his comments as they pop up on screen. Then they're going to get filed and sent back to PlayStation to let PlayStation know what kind of very old, sad Fallout players we got. Because, yeah, I do a tiny bit of Minecraft mining. And I do some fun little things with Dishonored, and Skyrim, and Last of Us, and Saints Row, and Saints Row 3, and Saints Row 4, and Saints Row Reelected, and several games. Meanwhile, you know, dude, I didn't delete anything. The stream's still there. I took it down because your dumbass doxed yourself. And believe it or not, you chunky bitch, I still got some people that, you know, would take it as high praise to take out my enemies. And I'm not gonna have your highly fat-coated blood on my hands. So no, I'm doing the responsible thing. You should thank me, but you're far too stupid to do that. I'm not even gonna honor that one with a response. Something about police, dubba dubba dubba, something about police. He thinks he's tough because, you know, he's hiding behind his tiny dogs on his farm. Again, I could have a farm too if Daddy had bought me one. So sad. Oh glory, the children in their beds are laughing at you. Why, thank you, Josh Wendy. I have been building this in hardcore mode, mostly with stone tools, but I will upgrade as I get them. Right now I'm just trying to get down to where those good veins are. And that's where this will eventually work out. But before I do that, I want to get good armor put on too. I'm just sort of slow building. It's more about the, you know, base aesthetics than anything else. But I would like to find a village. Honestly, I'd like to get better at trading in the game. I've never quite figured out that mechanic fully. I do have a trades person that comes through every once in a while, but they often get stuck in this little trap thing I built. Give me just 1 minute, and okay. Let's go ahead and make a bit of armor if we can. I should have the iron. Thought I had the iron to make some. Let's see. 2 for pants, 3 for top. Hey, look at that, pants. Do I need pants? We need pants. Let's make pants. Hell yeah, pants. Booyah, pants. Alright. But yeah, once I get down to the level with diamonds, I'm probably going to open up a big storage area there and start putting some chests in place. I think I'm getting close, but, you know, I'm also bad at getting distracted when the haters start bombarding me. But thank you, by the way, for pulling me out of that particular mud hole I was in. I appreciate it. He's sending you a short now. He's gonna brigade you like he did the other kid, Goku. Like I said, I got me a real hate stalker, and all I did, y'all, all I did to upset him was call Charlie Kirk a dead Nazi, and the only good Nazi is a dead Nazi. That's what's got him this pissed. That was all I did. And then make fun of him for being sad and alone, because he keeps firing back at me with shit. But this is just funny, right? Like I said, oh, I'm gonna stand down on principle. Yeah, what principle's that, buddy? You really love fascists. Not really something I'd announce, but go you, buddy. It's just tough being punk rock. What time is it getting to be? Okay, I still got like 2 hours where they're gonna be here. I am gonna have to change into my actual, like, shoes and such soon. Like I said, y'all, sorry for not doing a workout stream today. I will admit I'm a bit sore. I need to find a workout that does all the body, but, you know, we will continue and get better. And we will come back with the workout stream more than likely tomorrow at some point. But I do have to do some, you know, unfortunately, much as I hate it, I'm going to have to travel by car tomorrow to get some business attended to. I'll deal with it. I don't care for it, but I'll deal with it. Like I said, y'all, that's the weird thing about him keeping on about the whole walking everywhere. I've been in 3 car accidents. None of them were my fault. Most of which I wasn't even the driver of. And it left me with, Americans don't know how to fucking drive. So until they learn, I'll just avoid the whole situation if I can. Yeah, I move a little slower. Yeah, I get things done a little bit, you know, more artisanally. But also I arrive alive, and I don't have dipshits like old Lori jumping my ass to try to go faster, go faster. Also, unlike him, in the event the fuel fails, I know I can actually go where I need to go. But yeah, y'all, it's not knocking anybody who doesn't or can't do it. It's just saying, if you can, well, why not go by foot? See the countryside a little better. But that's the difference between cosplaying, enjoying the countryside, and actually enjoying it. I'll do what I can to keep it around. Well, that was unintentional. There we go. Pretty. Nah, I ain't gonna give him the time. I was thinking he did send me a copy of that short. I should probably... Nah, fuck it. The Lannisters did not have many good quotes, but one thing that old man Lannister said that was pretty accurate. A lion does not concern themselves with the opinions of the sheep. If he says anything too off the wall and crazy, we'll check it out and we'll get him for libel, maybe. But otherwise, I'm not going to waste time on it. He's a sad little fat man screaming online. And also, y'all, I do like to find other insults, but it's like that would require me to actually dig into his personality. And honestly, he's the type of person that doesn't understand the difference between indigenous, African, and white folks' style of art and architecture. But he'll constantly say that the white person's art is superior. So it's like, I don't want to dig in that well. You know, how much can we truly gain from digging in shit? So, just easier for me to ignore. All I saw was grand plan. But here's the thing. I'm stealing from Cult of the Lamb. I'm making some knuckle bones all my own. And my little gimmick... 1 minute. Yes. Oh no, I'll be broke and destitute in 2 weeks. You realize I live with a group, right? That, not like a gang, not like... This isn't a threat, this is just my living situation. I have a village of my own here, so to speak. And we take care of each other. So, no, I'm not going to go without food. In the slightest of the imagination. I might not be able to get the upgrade to the console. Oh no. I might not be able to buy a new game. But I'm an adult and I have lots of other games to beat on this channel. Maybe you should try playing more than just one game. Maybe you could try to beat Skyrim. Or go on some of your other things. But, you know. Yeah, I'm unemployed and cocky. They appreciate... Again, I don't think... See, this is... Okay. To be gentle here, y'all. If you're a Republican, I don't mean any insult by this. But this is where you Republicans don't really mix and jive with the anarchists. My buddies are happy so long as I'm happy and I can still help. Since I'm able to cook and clean and also organize. And so long as I'm still here spreading the people's message. Yeah, they're fine with me. They're happy. They would rather me work, of course. And that's what I'm going to be going to do here in about 2 hours. But outside of that, even if I didn't do that, they would still appreciate me because that's how, you know, friends act. Again, buddy, I think that he just doesn't know what friends are. Okay, not to put too much of a cringy dot on the nose here, but let's revisit the saged wisdom of the Bob of Sponge. Friends. Friends are friends who do things together. What's that? Let's see them say how much they appreciate. Why would I dox them and put them all on the internet? Why don't you do it, buddy? Get all your little friends and make a little video with them saying how much they love you, even though you smell like old cheese. And how they know you're the strongest, biggest boy on the internet, even though you can't touch your toes. Go tell them, buddy. Go roar it from the rooftops. But please, go do it somewhere else. Thank you. Like I said, I think if I had unbanned him, Goku would have stuck around a bit better, but I also think that, you know, Goku might just be busy. You don't owe me your viewership, y'all. I'm just here to entertain you. And I realize being blocked by an annoying chunk can be very frustrating. He's talking to 5 of you right now. Which 5? I have no idea. Josh Wild, I would be worried. Apparently you're not alone. Josh Windy, I would be worried. Apparently you're not alone. Send anyone to... Buddy, again, what weird... Okay, look, I'll be honest, a part of me did want to call up a couple Chippendales dancers that I knew back in the day and be like, hey guys, do me a favor, go and give this guy a birthday surprise. Just go and gay him up, he'll love it. He needs to get in touch with his softer side. But then I thought you would just be mean to 2 really good working folks, so you don't deserve that. Fuck you, I'll send him to somebody deserving. Because again, dude, you're not worth my time. You're still not worth my fucking time. It's just cute that you think that, again, harassing old people and sending children into my chat is the way to get me. Would that work on you? Let's talk for a minute, Old Glory, man to man. Would that work on you if I sent little children into your chat? Would you do terrible things with them, Old Glory? Because it seems like you would, considering that you keep sending children at me and my chat. It's really weird. I wish you'd quit. But again, it seems like those are the only people you can get to work for you, are children. And it's bothersome. It's a red flag, buddy, a real one. It's like how our president thinks it's all big and bad to talk about how he loves having little girls at Mar-a-Lago, and not realizing that just that's a big old fat warning sign. That's a big old red flag. I haven't seen the last 2 things he popped up, I'll be honest with you. You're going to have to retype them if you want to type them out, bud. But again, this is just me legally telling you to please stop. You're making a fool of yourself. Please stop. You're not entertaining me at all, sir. Please stop. Ooh, you're so scary. Oh no. Oh no, the man who can't walk 5 feet or touch his toes. He's gonna come after me, y'all. Ah! Am I not scared enough, y'all? Should I shake a little? Oh wait, I don't appear on camera because I have a big ass projector that I'm playing this game off of. So I'm basically playing in a teeny tiny theater right now. Sorry, y'all. I can't do a video of me shaking because old Chunky Glory's coming after me. Old Diabetes Delta Quadrant's coming for me. He's like a Stephen King villain back when Stephen King was doing way too much cocaine. That's all I'm saying, y'all. Get a better degree of villainy. He's striking me very dandelidanio. For those of you who read and got that reference from Stephen King's Dark Tower series, points. Proud of you. That's a $10 reference that most of the time nobody gets. I know the real king nerds when I mention Pennywise's half-brother. Now that one's headcanon. That might not be real, but you know. He's an eldritch horror that relies on comedy instead of fear. He's also, like I said, he's like Pennywise's brother or cousin or something of the sort. But he basically gets you stuck laughing and then he makes you laugh to death, feeding on your mirth. He appeared in the Dark Tower in the last book. And I might be saying his name wrong, but he had a very hilarious name. And a very Carrot Top-esque routine. Beaten by Susanna Dean. The reason I know that, you know, Chunky Munch will never be reading that book. Because it has a differently abled hero in it, and she's black. And she's educated. So like I said, y'all, not the type of material that any right-winger would ever willingly read. And yeah, y'all, for the record, I hate on the right even without old Chunky Munch there. It's not really like a hatred of the people on the right so much as just, y'all, it's the worst policies we've got. The right-wing's policies are the worst. For everybody. Not just for them, for everybody. And like I said, I know if we all work together, much like Jimmy Kimmel coming back, yeah, we too could fix this country. All it takes is people. People can fix it. But if we don't, well, then give it time and eventually China or someone else will buy us and then they'll fix it, but it probably won't be as pretty because, you know, we're not the only ones who do terrible colonization things. We're just the ones that never stopped doing them. I think we need to put a little railing up here for safety's sake. A little bit of OSHA precaution never hurt anybody. Remember, folks, it's fun to dog on OSHA and make fun of them, but every single one of those rules is written in blood. It's put down for a reason, and we should do our best, even when it's frustrating, to follow OSHA guidelines. Because even if you don't think they're important, they really, really are. And accidents can always happen. Safety rails prevent those. At least a little. Alright. Our red room is... This is not our red room. Okay. As I say, our red room has transformed back into an open room. Alright. Now we found lots of copper and iron here, so I know we just need to go down a little bit further and we'll probably find diamonds. So the question is, where shall we put the staircase down? Also, for the record, anyone who might feel bad about leaving and coming back, don't feel bad, y'all. I realize with the way I build these things out, basically, there's a reason I make playlists of the Minecraft, so y'all can just stream through them real quick and, like, see the build, skip to where it's finished, or skip to where I die at. The reason these builds go so slow and hardcore is, well, this is like attempt number 39, 40, just to reach bedrock. Before, when I was doing a lot of surface building, I kept dying, and it was frustrating. So now I do a lot of deep mining. Like a dwarf. Lord of the Rings style, by the way. But yeah, y'all, nothing too big going on in the news today. Hopefully I'll be able to report still nothing big going on in the news when I get home this afternoon. But we shall see. For now, I'm probably going to clear out this last big block here, start our downward staircase from here to try to find more diamonds, and we will likely be signing off after that so I can go ahead and get my boots on. Oh no! I have a hate watcher, y'all. Supposedly Josh Wild is Old Glory. Will I buy into it? No, I will not. Also, again, as I said, the algorithm has pointed out most of my fans watch from in the future. And if I don't respect the fans now, whether they're here or not, how will I ever respect the fans when they arrive? Unlike you, Old Glory, I intend to get better and better as I get older. Not stall out and be a broke-ass bitch at the age of, what were you again, 70? 60? I'm trying to judge your age based on your weird figure, considering you look like an Oswald Cobblepot. And I think Oswald's at least in his 80s. Well, depending on their rendition of Batman, of course. But hey, it's cool. Like I said, one of the first people I talked about was the Fox Girl. That amazing creator who saved foxes, and people like Old Glory pushed her into self-harm and death. Ain't never gonna happen to me. What I do like to be is a lightning rod for the haters like him, because the longer they harass me, the less time they have to harass somebody who they can actually affect. So in that way, stick around, you salty old bitch. I'm always happy to have you around. Oh no! Again, he drives one of those sad giant ranch kings like he thinks that's a flex. For the record, y'all, that's not a flex. That just means you're really, really stupid and buy shit you don't need. Congratulations, dumbass. You bought something you didn't need to show off to me. Someone who's not impressed and who's laughing at you. 'Cause it's fucking funny. I got a giant truck. Yeah, and I talk about how stupid giant trucks are. Are you rescuing people from floodwaters? Are you moving sandbags before the next hurricane hits? Are you picking up garbage or otherwise helping to build barricades? Are you moving construct? No, you're just driving around a giant truck and spending a lot on gas. Woohoo! Good job, dumbass. I mean, hell, at least I'm in a bill. Can actually tell me when we get into the argument over it, yeah, dude, but I moved like 5 tons of concrete a day. Little bitch-ass car will break if I try that. I mean, yeah, you got a point there, bud. But again. Oh, he owns a Kabuto. I don't know what a Kabuto is. He's got me there. Way to go, again. He can spend money, y'all. He can't touch his toes. He can't make a sandwich. He can't wash his own clothes or wash all of his ass without assistance. But y'all, he has a truck. He has a tractor, y'all. Aren't you impressed yet? Come on, won't you please be? He needs you to be impressed, y'all. He spent all of his time on these things. Please be impressed with him. He desperately needs the thing that his father will never give him. Love and respect. As I said, y'all, don't be like him. Be better than him. It's just sad, y'all. How did we get here as a country? We used to be a country that would spur people like him. I mean, could y'all imagine him saying some shit like that to one of the greats? Fucking Wild Bill or one of them. It's like, well, I've got a truck. Yes, and I can throw this cigarette in the air, shoot it to light it, and then catch it in my mouth. Well, I've got a big truck and a tractor. Good job. I've got talent. I've got a sense of humor. I've got a self-deprecating sense of humor that pain and loneliness will give you that can make other people go, ha-ha, when they would otherwise want to go, And you make children cry when they see your face. We are not the same, Old Glory. We are not the same. See, now I just know he's not paying attention. We already talked about that one big bubble lump. Go on, tell me how much you didn't pay attention. Go on. Go on. Go on. Be brave. Finish the thought. See, eventually, y'all, I'm probably going to put it up on my Patreon for my paid subscribers to see all what this idiot's sending. Because that'll be fun for y'all to laugh at. Like I said, I would not recommend feeding the trolls, but we're going to try to give this one diabetes just to see if he ever goes away. Are you enjoying eating my shit, you sad little shit troll? Maybe I'll send you a few feet pics later, make you super happy. Oh yeah, let me do that, idiot. Let me tell you all the other people you can go harass. What are you, fucking stupid? How about you tell me the names of all your Patreon subscribers? Oh wait, he's about to dox all his Patreon subscribers, y'all. Who's everyone, Old Glory? Or are you admitting that there are other people in my chat? Because you just said you were the only one here. So, what are you doing, buddy? And I've already told you, I sold my art to various people, so I don't, like, take a Italian name. I just write down, here's one example. Witch piece, piece 1, green background, from the Witch, W-I-T-C-H coloring book. Reference number, and then sold for $10. I don't write down the customer's name, their social security number, their address, and what they ate for breakfast. It's fucking art, not guns. Oh, wait, I forgot. If we were selling guns, we would just, here's your gun, have a nice day. Because we're Americans and we're stupid. It was a piece of cardboard and paper. Should I have sold it for $1,000? I'm not one of those bougie asshole artists that like duct tape a banana to a wall and call it modern art. Again, you're too obsessed with the money, buddy. The point is, somebody, either a little girl or an old woman, looked at the picture that I took that was from a coloring book, and I put pigment on it and put a few little rhinestones and gemstones on it with E4000 glue, upscaled some boxes that would have otherwise just gone to a landfill, and sold it for $10, and not much effort outside of some creativity. That's pretty cool. Now, yeah, I probably could have sold it for $15. I might have been able to weasel 11 out of them. But unlike you, you disgusting greedy capitalist, my main goal was, hey, you like that piece? Cool. That piece costs like $3 for me to make. $6 including the entire coloring book it came out of. So, you want to pay for that plus my talent, I'd appreciate it. Otherwise, $6 is all I really need. And they gave me 10. Because they appreciated my art and the artist. And that's pretty fucking cool, dude. Again, if you weren't so jaded and look at all, like I said, I'm hoping y'all can at least hear the ba-ding, 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 ba-ding. Because again, Old Glory, I'm not sitting on my ass playing Minecraft. I'm standing playing Minecraft. Because, see, this just, I deserve a better degree of hater, sir. Please go back and watch the other streams as to how I actually play. Fake haters, y'all. Fake haters. For the record, any normal streamer here, just scrolling through live, having a time, enjoying themselves. For the record, y'all, I typically play standing up because since the automotive accident years and years ago, I have a weird thing with my back. It's also why I've got to rethink the Skyrim workouts, because I've got this weird little notch in my spine that it's very unpleasant for me to sit for too long or for me to do sit-ups. But I can move and I can still do things. It's just, medical problems. American citizens. Hand to hand like peanut butter and jelly. I don't know about that. He said something about Charlie Kirk again. Hey, y'all, this is your, I guess, hourly reminder. Only good Nazi's a dead Nazi. The man spent his entire life with shit in his mouth and died with shit in his mouth. Don't be like Charlie. That being said, it's not right that someone killed the old Nazi, okay? It's not good to kill Nazis like that. What you do is you educate them. Like I said, if it was possible, I'd be trying to educate Old Glory. Someday, if he doesn't die with the lead poison all up in his brain, he may realize that I too am just fighting to make the world better. But then again, we all know he won't, because he's about to in 3, 2, 1. Okay, cool. For once I was wrong. Let the record show, for once Old Glory had enough self-control to not rage post in my comments. Well, in my in my messenger. But again, dude, I mean, fans are gonna come and go. That's kind of the process of fans. My haters like you are gonna keep the channel going for ages, it seems like, because, you know, you're stupid and don't understand how the algorithm works. But I mean, by all means, I've been cursed to attract the lowest brow idiot of the right imaginable, so I got a new hate watcher, y'all. There he is again. Like I said, he just... At this point, I don't know who's losing and who's winning. I just know that I'm the favorite of his. I don't know which one you're talking about, but I'm not stopping the stream to look at your weird dick pics you're sending me. Are you talking about the weird growths? Yeah, I would definitely get that checked out, bud. Definitely get that checked out. Looks like some shit out of fucking Warhammer 40k in there. What are you, fucking Nurgle? Seriously, man. And stop sending me your weird dick pics, please. Please, sir, some decorum. I know your party isn't the one of decorum, or freedom of speech, but come on, some decorum, please. Stop sending me your weird diseased dick pics. For any ladies in his audience. Standards, ladies. You should have them. Now he's sending me love notes, y'all. We've made it to the love note section. It might be love. Oh, it might be love. I don't love him, but he certainly is obsessed with me. Oh, oh, obsession. Oh, oh, obsession. Oh, by the time the stream's over, y'all, I'll take an actual tally of them, and when I do my next stream, I'll let you know how many messages he sent in this hour and 30-minute live. Once we lower this floor by 1, I think I'll break away for a minute to go do a couple little things. And then we'll be back possibly this afternoon if my ride gets here in time. Just kinda depends. I still got 2 hours I could play with y'all, but honestly, the haters are a little bit exhausting. Ah, there he is. I knew that would get him back. He's just sending me lots of love messages, I guess. It's weird when they don't know how to say it in chat, y'all. I'm never gonna listen to them. Sorry, buddy. That's the beauty of doing this, though. You can send all the little hate messages you want. I'll file them away. I'll let my lawyer hear them, all that. But outside of that, bud, if you're gonna do something, do it. Be about it. Stop being a little bitch. Otherwise, I'm just gonna keep making fun of you, because we all know you're not gonna fight me. You can't even come up and take on a simple workout challenge. Workout challenge? Touch your toe 10 times in front of the camera and don't pass out. See? See? Buddy, I already have a lawyer on retainer. That's just, do you not have... Again, old glory hole, I don't understand how you operate. Because we're both adults here, but... You're an adult that's obsessed with your trucks and how many women like you and your viewer count. I'm an adult that has a lawyer on retainer and makes artwork and helps people. So, like I said, it's weird. It's real weird that you think these are flexes. I'm the kind of guy that deliberately tells people, yeah, y'all, this unlisted video, that's where you can get the idiot's address. Don't go there. Don't harass him. Don't brigade him. Don't bother him. Leave the ugly little disgusting troglodyte alone. And you're the one who keeps sending people to my stream. I'm the type of person that goes out of my way to make women feel comfortable in a situation and make old people feel respected. You're the type of person that sends, what was it the manager said, 3 people up there to the store to try to intimidate an old woman? I mean, again, you're a groiper, dude. You're just an unwashed, disgusting little groiper. And I guess that's okay, because that's who you are, and we can't change that now. But at the same time, that doesn't mean you shouldn't strive to do better. Because again, you could do better. You just choose not to for whatever reason, and that makes me sad. Because we should be about that, improving ourselves' lives. Give you another fun example, chat, before he messages in to say, don't talk to your chat, you need to talk to me. But before he does that, y'all, there's a book called No Place for Us. See, told you to message in. There's a book called Living and Working Homeless in America, No Place for Us. It's a good book. It was on my reading list. Thanks to him getting me away from a restaurant that made me work over 80 hours a week for about $10 an hour. Yeah, now I've read the first 3 chapters of it. Heartbreaking stuff, but good stuff. Like, you gotta be in the right mindset to read it, because it really does, like, fortify you. And honestly, if these wonderful, brave, strong people can continue doing amazing work in a country that utterly fucking hates them just because they can't understand anything, why, yeah, of course I can keep doing my bit. Mine's not even nearly as important as their work. What I'm saying is, it keeps you grounded. It makes it to where when some disgusting, sad internet person wants to get all up in your Kool-Aid, you can just tell them, huh, you ain't shit. And then that makes them freak out, and then later on you're sitting with, what, 20 comments later? Several dozen voicemails that no one will probably ever hear. Maybe a lawyer eventually. Probably not, because as my lawyer said, looking at the dude's channel, he ain't got nothing worth taking anyway. So it's like, you know, it's just easier to ignore them. Oh, he put his thing in my channel, y'all. Oh, no. Not like anyone's ever lied on the internet before. For that, I would reference Arthur and Mosho Busta. You mean someone would just get on the internet and just lie? For no reason? Why would a person do that? I know, buddy. It's weird. It's like they have absolutely nothing. So all they can do is hate. That's not a direct quote. They said it nicer. But they're about building bridges. I'm more about, hey, y'all, you see the dude who's harassing me? He's giving me this much hate because I made fun of one political speaker that he clearly slobbed on the knob of. But he can't give me a single quote from Charlie. You'd know. He just absolutely adored the man. Thinks of him as a second Jesus. Just can't say a single thing the man said himself. Weird. In other words, y'all, he's a fake, a phony, a playa. And it ain't worth your time dealing with him. But I guess I've been chained to him because YouTube is lazy and I am also lazy. But hey, welcome to my partner. He forced himself onto my page and he won't go away. So I guess we'll rename this into Hiking Hound Artist Ground and the Smelly Cheese Man. Because let's face it, Old Glory, seeing your face, I've seen you type before. I can smell you from here. It smells like disgusting old beer. It smells like cigarettes. And sad. Yep. It smells like I'll be rid of this one in just a few months. And if not, who cares, because I'll still keep posting. Just, you know, with a dragnet attached, apparently. A very, very heavy goose hanging about my neck. What is it he constantly says? About 300 pounds? Just saying, buddy, if it's 300 pounds of titty-jiggling fucking goop, that's not a threat, bud. I can beat you with kale and a good diet. And clearly I can beat your fucking deductive reasoning with a map. This still blows my mind. He still can't spell you Harley, y'all. He still can't spell you Harley, but he's gonna hunt me down. Maybe your 40-plus fans can help you spell a state fucking not capital, that's cap. But perhaps your fans can help you spell the state that I'm in. Well, not even state, county. Still, it's hilarious. Oh, I guess Grandpa finally went to bed. Yay! So, y'all, back to real business. How y'all been? I hope you're doing well. I would say I'm doing well, but, you know, my channel is just got that nasty old cheese smell, like I got a stalker or something. Like someone way worse off than I'll ever be is real upset with me, because no matter what they do, all they do is be funny, like a sad clown. Like I said, y'all, piss your haters off daily. It lets you see who they really are. Because again, all of this, y'all, all of this hate came my way because I insulted a political pundit who thought that black women were less intelligent than dogs. Because I insulted a political pundit who's not even a political pundit. He's a shit talker. He literally made his entire career being a 30-something-year-old who wandered around on college campuses and tried to get gotcha from freshmen. Y'all, you know what we would have called that in the 90s? A predator. A heel. Gross. But again, some people just want the bully culture back because they're weak and pathetic. Don't be like them. Be better. Be stronger. And unfortunately, we'll put this down as an experiment that yes, I did indeed give the troll diabetes. But boy howdy did it leave me exhausted because he was just so inane. You couldn't pin him down on a point, and any time you tried to make a point or point out a fact, he would just immediately cry, ran, then switch to a different fact. Goalpost moving, as it were. So, I mean, mixed results. I'll let y'all be the judge of it. I didn't really count that as a win. I should have just ignored him. Next time, we'll try ignoring him. This time, we put it down as trying to feed the troll to death. It did work, though. The troll is gone. For now. Boom, boom, boom. And here at the very end of the stream, as is tradition, I found the red room again. Yay, red room. Yeah, I know, y'all. We'll get better. Like I said, I appreciate y'all coming out. I appreciate any of my new and old fans, as always. And to my hate watchers, since I know you're there now, welcome, welcome. I'm not changing the messaging or the videos at all. Y'all enjoy yourselves, and I also appreciate that you're here. I just wish you would make better life choices. Don't give in to the hate, my friends. Let love be your guide. Endure and survive, folks. And remember, only good Nazi is a dead Nazi. Hey, I can wave. Bye, y'all. Bye, Goku.